Theresa May was a British Prime Minister between 2016 and 2019. She was the UK's second female Prime Minister. In this lesson, we will be looking at Theresa May's time as a Prime Minister from a Bloomberg Originals interview. Before we begin, let's take a small quiz to see if you know some of the words that we will be learning together. We will check our answers at the end of this lesson. Daunting. What does daunting mean? A. Easy and enjoyable. B. Scary or difficult to deal with. C. Very boring. D. Quick to finish. 2. Vehement. What does vehement mean? A. Very calm and quiet. B. Weak and uncertain. C. Showing strong feeling or force. D. Funny and playful. 3. Privilege. What does privilege mean? A. A problem that causes trouble. B. A special right or advantage. C. A daily activity. D. A strong opinion. Our first word in this lesson, privilege.
But actually, I think it's important that everybody recognises with clarity that being a Member of Parliament is a job. It's a huge privilege. You get there because the public has voted for you.
Privilege is a noun. Privilege is a benefit that is enjoyed by a person or a group of people. According to Theresa May, being the Prime Minister was a special privilege since she wanted to make the British people's lives better. Let's practice with privilege. Studying at a great university is a privilege for many students. It was a privilege to work for a successful company such as Microsoft. The second word in our lesson, introvert.
Would you describe yourself as an introvert?
I think some might describe me as an introvert.
Introvert is a noun. An introvert is someone who is very shy or quiet and prefers to spend time alone instead of being around other people. Theresa May agreed that some of her colleagues saw her as someone who was an introvert and was comfortable in making her own decisions. Let's practice with introvert. Selma is an introvert and prefers to study alone. Henry is an introvert and is comfortable working alone. Our third word in the lesson, coalition.
And then in 2010, when the Conservative Party didn't win an overall majority, we went into a coalition with the Liberal Democrats.
Coalition is a noun. A coalition is the joining together of different political parties or groups. In 2010, there was an election in the UK. Theresa May's party, the Conservative Party, did not have the majority vote. So, the Conservative Party and the Liberal Party joined forces to govern the politics of Britain. This agreement formed a coalition government. Let's practice with coalition. The Labour and Liberal Democrats parties formed a coalition after the national elections. The USA and many European countries formed a coalition in fighting global warming. Our fourth word in the lesson is daunting.
And what was most daunting out of those briefings?
I think, well, the aspects that I hadn't had any real involvement with were the security issues.
Daunting is an adjective. Daunting is the feeling of being worried or afraid in achieving your goal. Theresa said that the most challenging and worrying part, daunting part of her job was dealing with security issues facing Britain. since she was not experienced in this field. Let's practice with daunting. Studying for the final year university exam felt daunting. Speaking in front of a large audience can be daunting. Our fifth word in the lesson, accumulated.
Salisbury was different in that, as we showed through the evidence we accumulated, it was another state.
Yeah.
This was a state deliberately attempting an assassination of somebody on British soil.
Accumulated is a verb, and it is the past simple of accumulate. To accumulate means to collect a large number of things over a long period of time. One of Theresa May's major challenge was the Salisbury poisoning that happened in March of 2018, where a former Russian spy, Sergei Skripal, and his daughter Yulia were poisoned. The evidence that was gathered, accumulated, showed that the Russian state under Vladimir Putin was involved. Let's practice with accumulated. He accumulated a lot of experience working in the finance department. She accumulated a lot of wealth from selling expensive jewelry. Number 6, steady.
After the 2016 Brexit referendum, the Remain side, which the Prime Minister David Cameron had been promoting, had lost. I was not prepared for him to step down the next day, which he did. I remember I was in my kitchen at home and put the television on and he came out.
I will do everything I can as Prime Minister to steady the ship over the coming weeks and months. But I do not think it would be right for me to try to be the captain that steers our country to its next destination.
Steady is an adjective. Steady refers to something that is happening in a smooth, gradual, and regular way, and not suddenly or unexpectedly. In losing the Brexit vote, David Cameron, the Prime Minister before Theresa May, said that he would do everything in his power to make sure things remained stable or steady until a new Prime Minister was elected. Let's practice with steady. Gemma's rise to becoming a senior director was steady. Jim's steady leadership led his company to become the largest and most successful in the fast food sector. Number 7, enduring.
I will shortly leave the job that it has been the honour of my life to hold. The second female Prime Minister, but certainly not the last. I do so with no ill will, but with enormous and enduring gratitude.
Enduring is an adjective. Enduring means existing for a long time. Theresa May had a very difficult time as Prime Minister. She tried winning the support of her party regarding Brexit, but she failed to do so. Although she had to leave her job, she was forever grateful for the opportunity. Let's practice with enduring. Their marriage is enduring and has lasted for over 50 years. The teacher showed enduring patience in explaining the question to the students. Number 8, serve.
To have had the opportunity to serve the country I love.
Serve is a verb. To serve means to work for someone or to show your duty. Theresa May proudly served her country for 3 years, although she did face many challenges along the way. Let's practice with serve. He served in the army for over 10 years. Gary is retiring. He has served this company for over 30 years. Number 9, domestically.
It can be difficult to hold fast to your course as things are happening. And it's not just domestically, it's not just in parliamentary terms, it's what's happening internationally as well.
Domestically means inside a particular country. instead of abroad or outside the country. Theresa May said that at times she found it difficult to keep up with the changing politics since she had to focus on not only what happened inside Britain domestically, but also on what was happening outside Britain internationally, that is. Let's practice with domestically. The government supports farmers domestically. The company manufactures cars domestically. Our 10th word, vehement.
I think the one thing I would say that I probably didn't realize until later, is the extent to which those who had been very, very vehement leavers, the Brexiteers, were suspicious of a Prime Minister who had voted to remain.
Vehement is an adjective. Vehement means showing strong feelings about something. Theresa May realized that despite her best efforts, she found it difficult to be trusted by the members of her party who wanted the UK to leave the European Union, since she was of the opinion of staying inside the European Union. Let's practice with vehement. Despite vehement opposition from his family, he became a successful businessman. The workers made a vehement protest to show how angry they were about the changes. Now that we have covered our lesson, let's go back to the quiz that we started with and check our answers. Number 1, daunting. Daunting means scary or difficult to deal with. So the answer was B. Number 2, vehement. Vehement is showing strong feeling or force. So the answer is C. Number 3, privilege. Privilege is a special right or advantage. So the answer is B. Hope you enjoyed our lesson. Make sure to like, subscribe, and write in the comment section what your 3 words that you learned today and use them in a sentence.